1 in 4 seniors falls every year. The fall death rate in the United States rose 21% between 2018 and 2024. That is the latest CDC figure, published just weeks ago. Barbara was 71 when she stopped walking to the shops alone, not because she had fallen, because she was afraid she would. 5 chair exercises changed that in 6 weeks. This exercise does, by activating the coordination between your arms and legs that every step you take requires. Sit tall at the front edge of your chair, both feet flat on the floor. Now begin to march, lifting your right knee as high as comfortable while simultaneously swinging your left arm forward. Then left knee up, right arm forward. The movement is natural. It mirrors exactly how you walk. Keep the pace slow and deliberate. Each lift should take 2 full seconds up and 2 full seconds down. Do 30 seconds of continuous marching to begin. Build towards 60 seconds as the weeks go by. Here is what this exercise is actually training. Your balance system has 3 inputs: your eyes, your inner ear, and the sensors in your joints and muscles that detect your body position in space. When they fall out of sync, from inactivity, from years of sitting, from the gradual changes aging brings, your body loses the ability to coordinate movement and balance simultaneously. The seated march with arms swing reestablishes that coordination. It tells your nervous system that movement and balance must work together, not separately. Barbara found the arm swing harder than the leg lift at first. Her arms wanted to stay still while her legs moved. That disconnection, arms and legs refusing to coordinate, is exactly what makes walking on uneven ground dangerous. Exercise 2. Seated heel and toe raises. Sit tall with both feet flat on the floor. Keeping your heels on the ground, slowly lift both sets of toes up toward your shins as high as comfortable. Hold for 2 seconds at the top. Feel the engagement along the front of your lower legs. Lower your toes back down. Now immediately raise both heels off the floor as high as comfortable, rising onto the balls of your feet. Hold for 2 seconds. Lower. That is 1 full repetition. Do 15 repetitions. Slow, held, deliberate at both ends. The 2 muscles this exercise targets are the 2 most responsible for ankle stability in a stumble. The tibialis anterior, the muscle along the front of your shin, is what lifts your foot when you step, protecting your toes from catching on a raised surface. The gastrocnemius at the back of your calf is what drives your heel down and keeps you from rolling when your foot lands on uneven ground. When both are strong and responsive, your ankle holds. When they are weak, the roll that starts a fall happens faster than any other part of your body can react. Notice if one direction feels weaker. Most seniors find the toe raise harder than the heel raise because the shin muscles are almost never deliberately trained. That weakness is exactly where your ankle is most vulnerable. Give that direction extra attention with each session until both feel equally controlled. Ankle strength is building. Now we train the hip stability that keeps your body upright when your foot lands somewhere it did not expect. Exercise 3. Seated hip abduction with resistance. Sit tall at the front edge of your chair. Place both hands on the outside of your knees. Now push your knees outward against your hands, as if you were trying to push your legs apart while your hands resist the movement. Hold that outward push firmly for 5 full seconds. Feel the engagement through the outer hip and the side of your thigh. Release completely. Rest for 3 seconds. That is 1 repetition. Do 12 repetitions. This is an isometric exercise, meaning the muscles contract without the joint moving. Isometric exercises are the most effective way to build strength in muscles that have become inhibited from years of sitting. The hip abductors are exactly those muscles. Every hour spent sitting shortens the hip flexors at the front and allows the hip abductors on the outside to switch off. This exercise switches them back on with nothing but your own hands as resistance. As the weeks go by and this exercise starts to feel easier, fold a towel and place it between your knees. Then push outward against the towel instead of against your hands. The towel provides less predictable resistance than your hands and forces the hip abductors to work harder to maintain the hold. That unpredictability is what makes the training transfer to real-world balance, because real-world surfaces are also unpredictable. Here is a simple test you can do right now to see if your hip abductors are already weakened. Stand beside a wall and lift one foot just 1 inch off the floor. If the hip on the lifted side drops toward the floor rather than staying level, your hip abductors have already lost meaningful strength. That drop, called Trendelenburg sign, is what happens with every step you take when those muscles are weak. Every step. The exercise you just did is addressing that directly. Hips stable. Now we train the weight shifting skill that every senior loses gradually and almost nobody notices until a fall happens. Exercise 4. Seated weight shift. Sit tall at the front edge of your chair. Both feet flat on the floor, hip width apart. Place your hands lightly on your thighs. Now slowly shift your weight to your right hip, letting your right side feel heavier on the seat. Hold for 3 seconds. Feel the right hip bearing the load. Then slowly shift back to center. Now shift to your left hip. Hold for 3 seconds. Return to center. That is 1 cycle. Do 10 cycles. As you shift, pay attention to what happens to your spine. Most seniors let their whole upper body lean when they shift weight, head going over the weighted hip, shoulders tilting. That is the pattern that causes falls when you step off a curb or onto an uneven surface. The goal of this exercise is a different pattern. Weight shifts in your hips. Your spine stays tall. Your head stays centered. The movement comes from below the waist and the upper body remains steady. This dissociation, lower body moving, upper body stable, is exactly what your nervous system needs to train for reliable balance on unpredictable ground. It is what allows you to step over a puddle, step onto a bus, step off a curb without the rest of your body following your foot into the movement. Progress by adding a reach. As you shift your weight to the right, reach your left arm diagonally forward, as if picking something up from a table at your left side. Return. Shift left, reach right arm diagonally. The reach while weight shifted is as close to a real-world balance challenge as you can safely achieve from a chair. Weight shifting is smooth. The final exercise brings everything together in the one movement that most fall prevention programs call non-negotiable. Exercise 5. Chair-assisted single leg stand. Stand behind your chair. Place both hands lightly on the back of it, not gripping, not leaning. Feet hip width apart. Find a fixed point straight ahead, a light switch, a picture frame, anything that does not move. Lock your eyes on it. Now slowly lift your right foot just 1 inch off the floor. Keep your standing knee soft, never locked. Hips level. Shoulders relaxed. Hold for 10 seconds. Breathe normally. Lower your foot. Rest 5 seconds. Repeat on the left. Do 5 holds on each side. The single leg stand is included as non-negotiable in the Johns Hopkins Medicine Balance Program, the CDC Fall Prevention Guidelines, and the Otago Exercise Programme, the most evidence-backed fall prevention system in the world. It is included everywhere because it is the most direct training available for the exact skill walking requires. A 2026 systematic review of randomized controlled trials confirmed that balance-based exercise interventions, including single-leg standing, significantly reduced fall risk in community-dwelling older adults. The chair is not there to hold you up. It is there to catch you if needed, so that the fear of falling does not create the muscle tension that makes balance worse. As the weeks go by, lighten your grip. Move from 2 hands to 1 hand to 2 fingers to 1 finger. The progression from chair-supported to nearly freestanding is the exact progression physical therapists use to rebuild balance confidence after a fall or a period of inactivity. By week 4, she was holding for 20 seconds. By week 8, she was holding for 30 on both sides and had stopped thinking about the chair entirely. She had not changed her neighborhood. She had changed what she brought to it. When 30 seconds feels stable on both sides, close your eyes for 5 seconds during the hold. Removing your visual system forces your inner ear and your joint sensors to work significantly harder. The improvement in balance that follows is faster and more durable than anything that vision-assisted training alone can produce. The eyes are a crutch your balance system relies on. Taking them away briefly makes everything underneath strong. Every single one of these has been documented across 10 years of fall research studies and confirmed by multiple peer-reviewed sources. Some of them will surprise you. One of them might change something you do tomorrow morning. The 5 daily habits that are silently increasing your fall risk. Habit 1. Walking in socks on hard floors. This is the single most dangerous common habit identified in fall research. A study published in 2024 analyzed 300 falls in residential aged care settings and found that 74% of all footwear-related falls happened when residents were wearing socks alone. Walking in socks on hard floors increases your fall risk by more than 11 times compared to wearing proper footwear. The National Institute on Aging specifically warns against walking on stairs or floors in socks or in shoes with smooth soles. If you get up in the morning and walk to the bathroom in socks, you are taking the most preventable fall risk in senior living. Put shoes on first. Habit 2. Rushing to the bathroom. Incontinence and urgency are among the most consistently documented behavioral causes of falls in seniors. When the urge to use the bathroom creates a rushed movement, standing quickly, moving faster than your balance system is ready for, not turning on lights in the dark. Every risk factor for a fall combines simultaneously. Research confirmed by the National Institute on Aging identifies conditions that cause rushed movement to the bathroom as a significant fall risk. The solution is not embarrassing. It is practical. Manage fluid intake timing. Use a bedside commode if nighttime trips are frequent. Never rush in the dark without a light on. Habit 3. Taking multiple medications without regular review. Medications are the most common modifiable cause of falls in older adults, according to a 2024 review published in JAMA. Non-hospitalized adults, aged 75 and older, are prescribed an average of 2.2 fall risk-increasing medications simultaneously. Dizziness, confusion, postural hypotension, the drop in blood pressure when you stand up, are all common side effects of medications that are routinely prescribed to seniors. The more medications you take, the higher your fall risk. The fix is not stopping your medication without advice. It is asking your doctor specifically, which of my medications could be affecting my balance, and are any of them replaceable with safer alternatives? Habit 4. Wearing backless shoes or slippers. Unsafe footwear, including backless shoes and high heels, is listed by both the National Institute on Aging and the CDC as a confirmed fall risk factor. Backless shoes and slippers require your toes to grip constantly just to keep the shoe on, which changes your gait, reduces your stride, and destabilizes your balance with every step. The 2024 footwear study confirmed that wearing slippers contributed to 17% of footwear-related falls. Athletic shoes and sneakers with rubber soles and a closed back are associated with the lowest fall risk of any footwear category. If you wear slippers around the house because they are comfortable, find a closed-back rubber-soled option instead. Comfort and safety are not mutually exclusive. Habit 5. Not turning on lights when moving at night. Poor lighting is one of the most consistently documented environmental fall risk factors across 10 years of research. Falls at night account for a disproportionate number of serious fall injuries in seniors because the visual system, one of the 3 systems that control balance, is receiving insufficient information in the dark. Your balance system compensates by relying more heavily on your ankles and inner ear. If those systems are already weakened, which is exactly what the exercises in this video are addressing, moving in poor lighting removes the one input that was compensating for the weakness. Install motion-activated night lights in every hallway between your bedroom and bathroom. The CDC confirmed the fall death rate rose 21% between 2018 and 2024. That trend is not inevitable. It is the result of millions of seniors whose balance systems were never trained and whose daily habits were never examined. Both of those things change today. The seated march restores the coordination your walking requires. The heel and toe raises rebuild the ankle speed that catches a stumble. The hip abduction reactivates the muscles that keep you upright when the ground shifts. The weight shift trains the smooth transfer from foot to foot that every step demands. The single leg stand trains the one skill walking actually requires. And the 5 habits: socks on hard floors, rushing at night, multiple medications unreviewed, backless footwear, moving in the dark, are 5 things you can change today, before your next session, that will immediately reduce your fall risk without a single exercise. Barbara does her 5 exercises every morning before breakfast. She changed her slippers for rubber-soled closed-back shoes. She put a nightlight in her hallway. She asked her doctor about her medications. Small changes. The kind that do not feel like much until the morning you realize you have not thought about falling in 6 weeks. If any exercise needs modifying for a knee replacement, a hip concern, or significant balance difficulty, leave it in the comments. Every question is personally read and answered. Subscribe to Senior Health Hub. Your body was designed to balance. It just needs the right reason to remember how. And today you just gave it 5. Thanks for watching.